We have a little video to help you with your makeup for picture day and recital. Start with a clean, dry face. You can apply primer spray. You can purchase it at Ulta. It does take some getting used to if you've never had it before. You want it to dry before you start with your foundation. Be sure to find a foundation that is as close to your child's skin tone as possible. Natalie is one of our students and is a pro at makeup, so we are letting her apply her own foundation. You definitely want to make sure that you blend it all over. She prefers to start with her fingers before she uses a brush or a sponge, but since the hair will be pulled back in a tight bun, you would like to make sure that you have your makeup on your neck as well. As you can see, she blends it with a puffy makeup brush. Some people prefer to use a makeup sponge. That is totally up to you. The most important thing is that you apply it all the way up into your hairline, all around your face, even into your ears, so that the coloring matches, and down into the neckline. As you can see that she picked a great color of foundation that matches her skin tone. After you blend your foundation, the next step is she uses a blending sponge to blot it. You can also apply powder at this point. She is putting a primer on her eyes as well. This is blush. You want to pick a bright color, brighter than what you would normally wear as what you would call normal day makeup. If you don't feel like your child looks like a clown, it's probably not enough. You definitely want to over accent on the blush. It looks like Miss Catherine maybe blended a little bit of foundation with the blush. She picked a very pink color for Natalie's skin tone. Depending on your child's skin tone, you might want to even pick a redder blush. They're moving on to the eye makeup. I always recommend a primer for your eyelids as well. You can get eyeshadow primer at Ulta, Walmart, Target. They're starting with a light color all over the entire eyelid. Miss Catherine chose a brush to blend, but some people like the sponge applicator. That is a total preference, up to you. You just want to have your base color of your eyeshadow all one color and up into the lids. Then you want to pick a contrast color. She is applying the contrast color. I know our makeup paper recommended blues and purples, but you can also make this effective look with skin tone colors or naturals and browns. You can see that her eyeshadow has a little bit of a glitter color to it. She is now applying the blue to the crease of the eye. Everyone's natural crease is a little bit differently. Miss Catherine is using a smaller blending brush to apply it around the crease and make an accent into a point. She's using a beautiful blue color I believe the blue has a little bit of sparkle, and they did purchase their eye makeup at Ulta. You do not have to purchase it there. That's just our favorite store. But as you see, each time she's applying it, she's accenting the eyelid and the crease and going into a V. She's now going back over the lighter color to like make that color pop as well. You can blend with your fingers or a brush. Some people even use Q-tips. Blending brushes are nice, and you can get them at Walmart for like $1. Now Natalie is a pro at eye makeup, and she's giving herself a more smoky eye look and accenting even more of what Catherine outlined. Natalie will be at Picture Day to help with makeup, but she will also be in pictures, so she may not be available to do everyone's eyes. So you can see that her lids are lighter. Now they're doing eyeliner, which is hard to do. Some people prefer a liquid, some people do a pencil. This is probably the hardest thing to do as far as applying makeup to your child, just because they're scared. So give yourself plenty of time, and you might want to try to practice before Picture Day. You want to have a nice straight line and then go out into what's called a winged eye, or some people call it a cat eye. You don't want to go too far off of the eye, but you do want it to go enough out that it makes a definition. Just for daily wear, it will seem like too much, but from the stage, it'll be perfect. And Picture Day is a great way to practice. And you definitely want your child to shine on their Picture Day and on recital day. It looks like Miss Catherine is using a Q-tip. I'm not for sure if she's just blending. It looks like she just blended a little bit. But now she's checking for evenness to make sure that the lines on both sides are even. You don't want one eye to have a longer definition on one side than the other. So she's just evening out. Under eyeliner is very hard to apply to a child. Natalie is old enough to do her own. The best technique I have found for doing it on younger children is to have them to look up at the sky, even if you can have them look at a picture, something to almost have them tilt their head back and you try to apply it, because they're not used to it and it is their eyes. But it definitely makes the eyes a lot more dramatic, and they will really pop on stage and in the picture, so you need to apply it. The next step is mascara. Miss Catherine did not apply a primer, but I recommend a primer. You can get like a L'Oreal brand primer. It's not super expensive. Again, mascara is hard to apply, but you can use the same technique as tilting your child's head back and you applying it to them. Most of the time, younger kids cannot apply their own mascara as Natalie did. You want, if you saw Natalie just put a primer on her lips as well. Some people just use chapstick or Vaseline, but you want to put something over your lips before you apply your lipstick to make it stay longer. You want a bright color, preferably red, but some skin tones look better with a bright pink. Obviously, this is not something you would have your child wear on a daily basis, but for stage purposes, you definitely want a bright lip. Otherwise, they will look washed out on the stage lights. A lot of times you can use a Q-tip to apply lipstick, and it might be easier than the whole tube when you're dealing with a small child with little lips. But Natalie is blending with a Q-tip, but you can apply with a Q-tip Now for just some finishing touches, you can just apply some blush and a little bit of contour to the cheeks to highlight the blush and the cheeks. You can finish up with what is called a finishing spray. It is also available at Ulta. I'm sure Walmart and Target and some of the drugstores probably sell it as well. It's very similar to the setting spray. I mean, it is a setting spray. It's very similar to the primer spray. It's called finishing spray or setting spray. But it does go on wet, but it does make the makeup stay on longer. Natalie looks great. For stage day, recital day, I would probably go a little more dramatic than this, but this is perfect for picture day.